everyone happy after some technical difficulties.
Speaking of technical difficulties, the controller's not working again.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe. I've seen plastic bullets shooting at attack helicopters in Angola. I've seen a man put an eye patch on a dog.
A dog that has two eyes.
I've seen
I don't think that dog's missing that eye.
I've seen a Soviet cowboy. This and many other things will be lost, like shitposts in the rain.
Okay, that's just not fair.
What? What's not fair?
Alright, technical difficulties. We'll be back.
Technical difficulties. Da-da-da-dum-ba.
Okay, we're back in.
We're back in. Here we go.
And start the stream back.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so what just happened there is I've got a controller with some stick drift that I've been meaning to replace for ages. And DS4 allows me to overcome that, but for whatever reason it wasn't working, so I unplugged it, and without DS4 active or the controller in, it was still mimicking the stick drift, despite the fact that there was no physical connection.
Well, it's all right. We're not,
I can't remember at this point if I've told you guys about the stick drift. But
the stick drift.
stick drift.
Stick
Yep.
drift.
Nope. There we go. Did we hard code this into the game somehow?
What, stick drift?
Yeah, I should not be walking forward. I have no controls.
It's cinematic.
It is cinematic, but it makes it really hard to choose landing zones.
Where do I need a helicopter? Over there?
Well, no, because the landing zones you have to be pixel perfect, so you're like mashing the button to try and... Here, we'll
Oh, no.
we'll do it right here. Let me give myself
right.
room to not walk off the helipad.
Okay.
Okay, we need...
Look, just act like Tourette's is, you know, he's got a little bit of...
We need a helicopter pickup, and we need it right there. Right there. Right
Oh,
there,
God.
right there,
I see what you
right
mean.
there,
I
right
see what
there,
you mean.
right
This
there.
is horrible. This is not good.
The dog's
So
happy.
what-
Look at that tail wag.
This is, yeah, I think, boss.
Boss,
Staff morale
welcome home.
increased.
That's it. Watch me just have...
Flail.
Yeah. As I
This is
tried
bad.
desperately to call for a helicopter.
Yeah, it's like a Norden bomb site.
Oh, hey, there it is. We got a helicopter.
Excellent.
Good dog.
So hitting good dog, your guy just reaches over briefly and then back. So, we have a Bort controller and a challenge mode.
Yeah, we've entered challenge mode. That was blood from getting shot a lot. That's also why there were flies, was the blood was rotting, I guess. I will say Murdoch camo is best camo.
We're doing all right. Look, it's challenge mode. Well, can you at least shoot people semi-accurately, or is this making it difficult?
No, I can shoot people pretty well, actually. I mean, you know, when I'm not shooting out of the door of a helicopter.
I was gonna say, that guy still saluted you after you hit him with like 30 rubber bullets.
Yeah. Hi. So yeah, the issue is that, like I said, even with the controller unplugged, it was doing that. So there's something very, very wrong.
Don't worry about it.
But we'll make it work.
I think we can make it work.
You know why we'll make it work?
The power of friendship.
Because today is a very special day in the world of Metal Gear.
Oh no. What is today?
The Master Collection Volume 1 released today.
Oh, is that
All the games that we fought through for the last 2 years, with the exception of 4 and 5, are on one PC collection now.
Are they really remastered, or is it just a collection?
I believe they're updated so they'll run, instead of all the janky shit I had to do to make that work.
So you're saying we could play through 1, 2, and 3 again?
Yeah, we could play through 1, which we never really got to do. And we could play through 3 at more than 10 frames a second, which would be fun.
It was fine. It was alright. It was, So how much does all of this cost?
The Master Collection?
I'm sure it's, you know,
I
I'm gonna look
don't
it up.
know. I'm not paying
No, I'm
attention
gonna go.
until,
I'm not,
it's on Steam.
Oh, I see it. All right, Master Collection.
Yeah.
Okay, Volume 1, Metal Gear 2. Oh wow. Okay, it's $59.99. Package info. Oh, I have to put in my birthday.
Yeah,
It says
very harsh topics in Metal Gear. You gotta.
it
And
says
this
you
is
get Metal
really
Gear.
unfortunate.
Says you get Metal Gear,
I
Metal
like
Gear
his
2
thumb.
Solid,
He's over
Metal
there
Gear 2.
wiggling, trying to press the button.
This is horrible. You get Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, including the VR missions, special missions, Metal Gear 2 Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, HD Collector's version, Snake Eater HD
Oh,
Collection
there we go.
version, Metal Gear the NES or Famicom version, and Snake's Revenge.
Oh, see, there's a bunch in there I haven't even touched.
Oh, God. So we have to mash buttons
Mm-hmm.
anytime we want to do stuff.
Yeah.
This is horrifying. This is truly horrifying. Oh well, here we go. I guess it's time to buy a new controller.
Yeah, it has been for a while. I'm sure it's fixable. I just need to pull the controller apart.
I'm sure it's fixable. What are you gonna do? Like, pull it apart and then
Well, it needs new
reload?
rubber covers anyway, and I don't like throwing stuff away. I'm a tinkerer, so.
You're just gonna whittle your own controller out of wood?
Yeah, it probably just needs like contacts cleaned or something, I would think.
I remember back in the day, we used to have the good controller, for split screen.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then we
yeah.
had and then we had the loaner.
See, I had
The loaner. The Mad Cats. That was always the loaner.
mine wasn't Mad Cats. I think mine was a Game Shark controller, like Game Shark branded.
Yeah.
GameCube controller.
The loaner.
And I liked it because I had to be a little bit different, so I claimed I liked it better than the stock controllers, even though I actually didn't.
I remember the loaner as always being a challenge mode because it would always have a direction it didn't like,
Yeah.
It would be like, yeah, you can't do left on this one.
M60
Which, made
versus M60B.
Well, let me say this. When it comes down to M60 variants, they're all not great.
It's got a flashlight.
Yeah. B for flashlight.
Or we can continue to Fulton people.
I'd say let's Fulton people. That's funnier.
Yeah, there we go. There's our non-lethal loadout there. I don't need no fucking Phantom cigar. I'm not waiting on it.
What does the Phantom cigar do again?
It lets you pass time by smoking an e-cig in 1984 when those were super fucking popular.
I remember, man, when I was a kid. No, it was a haze of actual nicotine smoke.
Yeah.
I remember going over to my friend's house, and his parents were chain smokers. And what they would do is they would close the door to his room, and then they would smoke in the main room. They would just close the door and be like, all right, you kids have fun in there, and then just smoke rolls under the door. They smoked so much. They used to have to change the air filters in their house once a week.
Fucking bourgeoisie here had fucking air filters.
It was Texas, so without air
I remember
conditioning.
going to Ponderosa and just the fucking Pall Mall odor on everything.
Oh yeah. I love going to small towns because sometimes you go get a haircut and there'll be like ashtrays and the armrests at the haircut place.
Mm-hmm. If you're lucky, that's for your use and not the barber's.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is the smoking room. It cannot escape.
Who the fuck is just known by their rank like that? The major? Fucking dick.
I don't know.
I just looked knowingly at the camera and realized that we're not actually in a video call.
It's all right. I'm here in spirit.
Can I hit people with the Fulton from here? I can.
Oh no. Well, we're snipers. I don't think you're supposed to light off a recoilless rifle from inside a
It's
helicopter.
recoilless. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, it's recoilless because there's a
She just
kick.
busted her ankle on the hood of that fucking Jeep.
What is she doing?
She's bouncing around like a jackass.
Why?
Because she's got to move in an anime way, like her arms stick out behind her when she runs.
Oh, that Naruto thing.
Yeah.
Remember that military briefing where that guy had to explain to a general what a Naruto run was?
I do. That picture is, something else.
That was amazing. Oh man. All right. Yeah, that was the Area 51 thing, chat. You are right.
Yeah?
They had to explain. They had to explain what Naruto running was. Some general's like, "Could you explain? Could you?"
Sorry,
Oh,
I've been
wow.
crawling forward without realizing it.
You've been
And now
walking forward.
everybody knows I'm here.
You were walking forward with binoculars, doing a roadie walk. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Because of the stick drift. Oh my god. That is great. Snake and the mysterious compulsion. This is great. You're like one of those wind-up toys that you put on the ground, you know, that just has to go forward.
Yeah. Where'd the truck
I
go?
hear him moving. I hear him moving as you do this.
Yeah, I am.
There's... Oh, you've been spotted. You've been spotted.
That was nice. That's some nice hip shooting.
There's a sniper, they say. There's a guy walking straight at us, they say. Like the Terminator. This is great. You've entered a new challenge mode. Walk forward. Always forward.
Yeah, that's the no retreat run.
Yeah. No retreat. Always forward. Aw. People are offering to donate to the BPL New Controller charity. No, we're going back to our childhood when everyone had to share a bad controller.
Yeah. See, you just deal with the bad controller. It's the way it is.
Yeah. It won't get bad until you have to call for backup. Because you just stand there and mash that button.
We earned the word area. Think our target's this truck? Meeting the major.
Are we?
Well, meeting in a very lethal sense of the word. I think we're supposed to kill or capture.
Right.
Which will be kind of difficult, I just realized, seeing as we brought only non-lethal weapons, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, just like everything else.
That two-wheel fucking ride, that was nice. I didn't know you
Yeah.
could do that in this game.
Order 227 is in effect, not a step back.
Oh shit, you
Man.
can knock down telephone poles in this game? This is a lot harder to control.
Is it? Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it because it's stuck going forward?
Something to do with, yeah, there always being positive forward fucking tension on the...
Leadfoot snake.
Snake.
Otacon, I can't stop driving.
I'm high somewhere.
I've-
There we go. Ah, I failed.
Meanwhile, in a different video
What the
game,
fuck was I supposed to do there?
Boss, the target has fled outside the mission area. Mission
he saw someone driving over 20 telephone poles. God.
Plutonium foot snake.
Yeah, no shit. Go snack.
Otacon, I kind of feel like I shouldn't be giving all your children cancer.
Yeah, I drive in a
Steal a marine
serpentine.
corpse the first time it worked.
Hold on for dear life, snake.
I literally did not know I was doing that.
That is the funniest thing, though.
I could not understand why it failed me on that mission. I was like, the body's in Morpho. It's oh.
Oh, now you have to try to pick your landing spot quickly now.
I do, yeah. This is. Hold on, let's see what we can.
Please specify a project.
Specify a project. All right, let's see. Let's see choices.
Classic Super Soaker.
Why?
It does something. Like, they turn and look at where the water lands or something like that.
You could just shoot them in the crotch and be like, "You pissed yourself," and then they turn around and kill you.
I could make the Patriot.
No. Please, no. Please.
We're working on
What?
the Patriot.
God damn it. All right. You know what?
G36C, a notable 80s weapon, early 80s weapon.
Why don't you just get, like, the double-barreled shotgun or a Mosin Nagant and just be that FUD? Be like, I don't need semi-automatic.
Oh man, Patriot's expensive. I can't afford to do like a lot more. Okay.
Well, boss, you could have a guided missile arm, or you could... Okay, and you chose the... Right, good choice. All right, now very
let's
quickly.
send some soldiers to die in foreign lands. Uh-huh. Predicted losses? Yeah, sure. You guys go.
Unit dispatched.
Godspeed.
Plants gathering. Does he mean, like, go down to the hardware store and get some, like, petunias for the front bed, or what?
No, unfortunately he does not.
Unit dispatched.
I've got moms I need to put in.
Please select a mission.
Alright,
Please select a
let's get back to it. We're on the trail.
We are on the trail, and we're stuck going forward.
We're stuck
We
going
cannot
forward.
fail.
Yep. So,
Choose quickly. Almost. Why? Come on. We can do it.
oh, there we go. We got it.
All right, we got it. Finally.
Doing that Doom thumb.
That's... You don't... All right. So what weapon are you going to slowly walk toward them with?
Well, I think we're at the stage where we probably need to shoot down a helicopter.
Use that double-barrel shotgun. Pull! I remember in this game, like, alright, Metal Gear Solid 3, you know, they show you the bodies of everybody you've ever killed.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't know that. So what happened to me was when we got to the River of Sorrows or whatever, where there's just millions of dead bodies,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a Galaga game. You know, I thought it was like Space Invaders. Like, oh, I was going around asking people, like, what's the secret pattern to walk through the wall of corpses? I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to shoot everybody. That was a very hard playthrough.
If it works for birds, it works for Metal Bird. Good enough for Griglak. Griglak is my fucking hero.
Yeah. What would Griglag do?
I mean, it's not called Metal Gear Pacifist, is it? Good point.
That's fair.
Big Boss has a solid snake.
Oh, boy.
AP tungsten shotgun slugs out of the double barrel? Probably.
I don't know. Shotguns are fairly low pressure, so
Yeah, I don't know, because you said the helicopter was taking off, and then immediately I failed. Mr. Train.
Mr. Train, Mr.
Enjoying
Train.
the Traveler RPG sessions? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not listening to them because I'm always self-conscious about anything I do. So,
I think the party should be more self-conscious of everything they did. Okay,
I
remember
did poorly on that.
remember when the Jeep lost all control and ruined the mission, and then you just get right back in it like, no,
I don't
can
have
fix
any
her.
other options.
I can fix her. That's what you're saying right now.
Don't mind me.
We are the huevos benditos.
Now, there's a lot of stuff that I would have changed if I thought
Well,
about it at the time.
That's the same thing I feel with the mundanus. There's a lot of stuff I could have done better. I could have written 15 more contingency plans for all of the bullshit rolls you guys pulled off, but I didn't. I was working my ass off on the day job, and so it was like, shit. All right, well, I guess this happens now, you know? And that was just the way of it. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I'm happy the way it turned out because I see it as like cooking with other people. You know, you're sitting there and you've got your style of making stuff, and you're like, I'll handle the steak if you handle the potatoes, and everybody brings their own stuff together.
Fuck,
And sure,
I think
you
I
end
drove
up
the wrong
with
direction. No, get in the Jeep.
God.
Get in the Jeep. Oh, no, thank God. Okay, that's just a patrolling helicopter.
So what is the plan here with Wacky Jeep?
Well, I need to get back into, yeah, there we go. Now all this stuff is showing up.
Well, Hamster, that's kind of what we were going for. We wanted to show an actual Let's Play. There's a lot of stuff out there that is a very big production, where you
Get in
end
the
up
Jeep.
with $30,000 worth of cameras and audio equipment, and you're like, yeah, there's no way that's not planned. You know, they're not going to have a game where someone just kills off half the character. Jesus Christ, you're just driving through everything. Get out of the Jeep. Please leave the Jeep alone. The Jeep is not your
cannot.
friend. I know you love the Jeep, but the Jeep is not your friend.
Blaster Brown says we gotta go to the left. I'm driving the wrong direction again.
Blaster Brown. I hate that that's on the Jeep, because the enemy's going to see this Jeep just following like mouse on cocaine logic, just jetting off in random directions, going through stuff. And they're like, what symbol was on the Jeep? And they're like, a toilet seat and the words Blaster Brown.
Well, we unlocked a new word. I don't know if you saw.
Blaster area? I don't even know her, but okay. Get it going.
I'm trying, okay? It's not going very well.
It is not going very well. It's like you're going from 0 to full throttle constantly. And this Jeep is taking off in random directions. This is like Crazy Taxi. All right. I love that your braking force is realistic and can actually overcome your wacky.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Really great traction on the, No, you don't see me.
Dev doesn't have a license.
I got
How
a
do you-
license to thrill, motherfucker.
License to thrill. So are you supposed to kill these guys or what?
I don't know.
It's gonna be hard with your guy crawling constantly forward.
Well, I can make him crawl backwards a little bit so that I'm staying in the same spot.
There's a man over there humping the ground. What do we do? Ah, pretend we don't see him.
Yeah, I can't lay down and blend into the terrain, unfortunately, because the stick keeps canceling that.
I love this.
So when this helicopter flies directly over me because I've positioned myself poorly.
Next to your Jeep, this is Blaster Brown.
Oh. It's equalized for a half second. Oh, there we go. I can blend in now.
All right. Don't. Oh, God.
Enemy presence detected.
It'd be funny if over the course of this Let's Play it just started getting faster. So you just take off at a sprint. Oh, you need to stay on him, says Snake as he crawls toward him like an excited toddler.
Map has been updated.
What does stay on him mean? I thought I was supposed to kill the motherfucker.
I don't think you're being sent to this place to dispense hugs with a shotgun and a Carl Gustav, you know?
Analysis complete.
You've got the stealth bazooka, man.
Oh God. Okay, I've gotta get back to Terror Jeep.
Terror Jeep. The Terror Jeep action set, complete with Blaster
The guy
Brown
who over there
icon.
saw me.
Nobody saw you. Nobody
No,
saw
get in,
Terror
get
Jeep.
in, get in the Jeep. Get in the Jeep.
Get in Terror Jeep.
Oh God, a lot of people see me.
No, they don't. They don't see Terror Jeep. Terror Jeep is too fast. All right, time to kill him. All right, where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
That's a good question. Okay.
Okay,
he's
swing
going up
this
that
direction. Yes.
way. Excellent. We've chosen a direction. Go Terror Jeep. Oh look, that helicopter is coming to give you hugs as you crazy taxi around here. If we pull this off, we're heroes. Oh God. Alright, so what are you gonna do here? Well, okay, that worked. Handled. I'd say you did your part. Alright, time to 12 gauge that. Oh, wow. That's horrible. Okay. This is horrific. Like, fine. You jumped on them like a Marine on the last chopper out of Nam. Alright, there's one guy left.
Somebody's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there on the other side of the Jeep. He's just laying in the bushes screaming after you ran him over. As you walk up like Anton Chigurh. Call it.
How much have you ever lost in a coin toss?
As you walk up to him point blank range with a
I
double-barreled
believe
shotgun.
that was my target.
Well, it's a closed casket on this one.
So that's it, right? That was the objective? What do I do now?
I don't know. Eliminate the PF commander, it says.
Didn't I?
I think you did.
Like, he's not marked anymore.
Yeah, he's dead.
Maybe I should have interrogated one of those guys instead of just executing them with a slug.
Well, I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Get in? Fuck yeah, okay. Problem solved. I cannot commit war crimes. I am not an enemy combatant. These are normal crimes.
Or just terrorism.
Or terrorism, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how you want to see it. Are you going to now careen back through that base and just shoot everyone else?
I'm trying to see what my other, like...
Oh. Oh, you identified
Oh,
a subordinate. Oh. Oh.
I
You
identified as lieutenant and then murdered him. Okay.
All right, well, maybe the guy was going down that road. You
See
know?
what's down here.
Yeah, let's
Talk
just
to some of the
follow.
locals.
Now, for those of you who are wondering how the Magistrata Mundane is played out the way it does, here's how.
I was in
This
charge.
is Depp was in charge, and this is exactly what happened. What do we know? Oh, all right, let's do this now. Screams. This exactly. I think it's humorous that I point that out and you're just driving over people with a Jeep. Who in the game, I forget, ran over all those people with the... Oh,
the truck
never mind.
and the dog.
Yeah.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
As you walk
Oh.
toward them slowly.
Yeah, as I walk menacingly towards him. I think he was supposed to switch into this third Jeep
Clouds. Analysis.
because everybody knows that switching vehicles every 100 yards is how you keep people off your trail. Especially
Yeah.
open top vehicles.
Hamster asks, was it fogged? Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I played Sergeant Folk. That
Yeah.
man's a gunsmith. For
Wow.
machine guns. No, get in. Get in, get in, get in, thank you.
Tourette snake with action forgetfulness. All right, so, okay, you're really stressing this all-terrain thing. You're doing what Jeep drivers pretend to do.
I'm doing what Jeep commercials say they can do.
Yeah, I saw a Jeep commercial where it showed, like, the big family Jeep going over boulders and stuff, and I'm like, how many Jeeps did they use to make that commercial?
Yeah. Yeah. God, there's a ton of really skilled people here.
Please, are you like, well, I wish I could silently knock them all out and steal them? You have 800 bodies.
I
back
need
in the
no.
base.
What I need is to be able to interrogate one of them.
All right, well, let's just get over there in action, Jeep. Terra Jeep.
They'll never see it coming.
I think they see you immediately. Hurry and find the target. He has a shotgun. They seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, that didn't go so well.
That did not go so well, no. That was
No,
bad.
Jeep hasn't built Jeeps for the Army since like 1956. That's the secret of Jeep, is it got sold to a bunch of different people. I suppose you could say the M715 built by Kaiser Willys was a Jeep. It wasn't the
All right.
traditional flat or round fender that everybody thinks of when they think Jeep, but
I love how you have binoculars that can tell, like, how many carbs someone's had a day.
yeah. You know, carbs are an important part of a nutritious meal. Yeah, I've just realized I don't have any silenced weapons. My only solution is literally to drive by in a Jeep and hope they don't get too pissed off.
You have a 44 Magnum. They'll only hear that once. Same for you, for that matter.
I'm going to have to drive around the other side of that mount, I think.
You're gonna drive through everything. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, God. This is like Rat Patrol.
Yeah, this is. This is like how the Dukes of Hazzards went through, you know, fucking... Oh, there we go. That helicopter just landed.
Did it?
It did.
I think you missed. One more ought to do. There we go. You know, there's not much Carl Gustav can't do.
Nah, it's pretty good at what it does.
Enemy presence detected. Status updated.
Oh, it went through the tower.
Yeah, that's what happens when towers are made out of crap. Aim for one of the pillars.
It hit a tree.
Or a... Ah. Good old tree.
Man has now fled the tower. Okay.
I think I would flee too if someone started chucking rockets at me. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck that. Wow. That is a movie reaction to 44 Magnum.
And he got back up again.
These are stun missiles, right?
No. No, those are very, very lethal missiles.
Hey, Jerry Mikulik here. Hickok 45 here. Wow.
You know, about this time is the last of the revolvers is serious fighting guns crowd.
Don't tell Bill Jordan. Elmer Keith.
Yeah, they were both
Jim's-
still blowing up revolvers.
Jim Sorio. Alright, so there is an
Now,
objective here.
Get Jeep, get in the Jeep, get in the Jeep.
It says we have not failed so far.
We haven't failed the objective yet, no. Now, if you could kill them. Kill, thank you.
Target eliminated. We got him.
We got him, boys!
This is a Fireteam Whiskey ending. We got him, boys! Did we? Did we?
I got a cassette tape that makes alien noises.
Bolo Unit says Depp is slowly turning into Dora the PMC goon. Can you say waterboarding?
Aw. They weren't even nice enough to give you a glass of water? Don't worry, I'll provide you buckets.
Oh, man.
That's one way to do target practice, I suppose. We really kill everybody in here? Okay.
Well, surprisingly, your uncontrolled rampage did indeed work in your favor.
Hold on. Note that it was not me that killed this man. It was quiet.
I don't think he did either. I think he's dead.
No, I don't suspect that he thinks anything's the matter with us.
I think his brain's hanging out. Alright, so what are we doing with his body?
Mission complete, boss. That's why you're the best.
The front of the Jeep is coated in blood.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Oh, mission complete, boss. That's all you got to say for yourself?
The guy has one arm and one leg. Why is he, like, pointing fingers? The guy didn't get that way by being nice, did
And
he?
he's got licensed designer aviator sunglasses that you could have bought in 2015 when this came out.
Alright, I'm gonna take you guys down down nostalgia. You guys ready for it? Okay, remember when The Matrix came out and everyone tried to buy the Matrix sunglasses?
Yeah.
I saw a pair of those in the wild the other day.
Oh, wow.
A pair of the Agent Smith, like, I have to look up what they are.
Yeah, the not quite square ones. Because they're
let's
at the
see.
angle and they've got slightly rounded edges.
Yeah, hold on. Agent Smith. Yeah, there's a bunch of look-alike ones, but they were a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses that were just not quite. They were hilarious. They're apparently Ray-Bans, but I saw those. Oh man. Oh, and Hamster of Wrath points out, and Nokia with the shooty out speaker. You remember the flip
yeah.
phone that had the spring-loaded, you know?
Yep,
Aw.
I do. Didn't we, like, snap his ankle? Or no, it was his knee.
He got
tortured
over
him
it.
with his... Yeah,
He got over it.
apparently.
The Russian cowboy sang him up a cowboy song. Started playing the guitar. Why is there a huge fucking stain on this diagram? You see it?
I do.
Did he just like leave a Snickers bar on that? Like, what size cup of coffee makes a stain like that? It's the size of a flower pot. This guy is just speaking Pentagonese. He's like, preemptive strike, anti-access area denial strategies.
Is he wearing a knitted olive drab tie?
His mom made it for him.
No, when he turns around, look at it.
Cause I'm having deja vu here. I don't like him any more than you. But we need
God,
This
he's right
guy-
there, guys.
This guy is just speaking nonsense.
turning radius is better than any tanks. That's great for regional skirmishes.
Again, just random words.
Popping up all among the PFs.
Yeah, turning radius is not my deciding factor in main battle tank.
Usually it's firepower, survivability, reliability, interplay with other systems.
Also, the turning radius of a tank is
Is
zero.
zero. Yeah.
Wait your instructions then, boss.
I mean, compared to like a supercar, I'm sure its turning radius is really good.
Fine.
Why would you pay for Kiefer Sutherland for this fucking role and then do nothing with it? How does he balance like that? Like, there's no third point of contact.
Chopping block, Doctor.
I don't know. A gyro, maybe?
Yeah, like if he leans, it's just a giant pendulum weight hanging off the crotch that slowly moves forward.
Balls.
Yeah,
Balls of steel.
it's also clear that Battle Gear, as he was just talking about, was cut from the game. Because they're all like, oh my god, this is the best Metal Gear ever made, but you can't do anything but look at it.
The Devil's House. On top of that, Saner's involved with the place.
Where the fuck am I?
For the mission details.
Hey, where am I?
Look at this poor fucking guy. He just beat the shit out of him. He's got a coma now. Poor guy.
Oh my god, I can't melee.
You can dive.
Does diving into people melee them?
Is he dead?
Nah, he'll wake up eventually.
I love how your branding's on it.
Oh yeah, gotta know it's our shower unit. Yeah, and they're putting up weeb shit already. This is definitely...
A military base.
Yeah.
He'll wake up. Maybe.
Go on, where's somebody else? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
So this guy comes in. He says a bunch of random military, vaguely military things.
Uh-huh.
Then and that's a perfect writing opportunity
Yeah.
to have your military expert Mr.
talk
Miller
about
come in
something that's really...
and say, well, even though he's speaking nonsense, it does offer this viable thing over that.
Yeah.
Like, that would be smart. But no, he just comes in and says dumber stuff. It would be like someone coming up and saying, this popsicle has greater reach than other popsicles. And then your popsicle expert comes in and goes, and it tastes like steel, too. I love how you're just diving at people.
Alright, so it knocks him down, but it doesn't knock him out. What if I sprint? No, he's still good.
Thank you, boss.
God, we're paying for XM177s for all these sons of bitches? You'd figure at least somebody would just be walking around with like a 1911 or something, right?
You think there would be, I don't know, some patrols with dogs or, you know,
We don't
I
like
guess there's only
dogs
one
here.
dog. There's only one dog in the whole base.
Yeah.
Please select a
Oh,
landing
no.
zone.
Oh, let's see if we can pull this off.
And the funny thing is, if you zoom in or zoom out, it changes to always match the size. So you can't make it easier on yourself.
Come on. Oh, we almost got it quicker. Yeah, there. Almost. God, this sounds lewd out of context.
There we
There
go.
we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I can still do that. I just can't... I can't... No, I can kick him. Okay. Get up.
Yep, we got a bad case of stick drift. Folks, for those of you who just turned in, it's made this a challenge mode.
Yeah, for whatever reason, this controller has decided that this is my problem now. And I had been using DS4 to minimize this. It's not. It's not serious stick drift. It is like 3% out of the normal dead zone of the controller, but it's just enough.
It's just enough.
So using DS4, I tried to increase the dead zone that it would ignore, and for whatever reason it's not working now, even though it has up to this point.
Buy a new controller. No, use software to overcome it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Why do a costly hardware solution to a problem I can solve with software?
Costly. Dozens of dollars.
Dozens of dollars.
Updated.
Actually, I'm probably going to go find my PlayStation 2 controllers and see if I can get those to work.
You can always just clean it out. I'm sure there's just, like you say,
yeah.
some
I'm
contacts
certain
or something.
if I pull it apart, I can solve the problem.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't been all that worried about it. And this is the only game that occasionally has issues with it. You know, even Metal Gear Solid 1, the issues weren't with the stick drift, the issues were with the controller itself.
Heading to Central Africa.
I didn't even see what this mission is. What are we doing? Rescue the Shabani.
Yeah. My Shabani. Do not take that fucking Jeep.
Nah, Jeep's coming with, brother.
Alright, look, why don't... Let's be as ridiculous as possible. What? Oh, you're gonna stealth walk toward him? Oh, a Schofield, sure.
You said ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fair. Terror Jeep. From the makers of Dumb. Spaz 12. Nothing... that's 80s as shit, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
If we want an 80s, then...
Oh. Are we gonna PSG 1?
Yeah, and we'll
Did I ever tell you
do this-
about... Oh.
do I have...
Laser.
Yes.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time I had to buy a PSG-1 trigger shoe?
You did not.
Okay. I was working on an HK for a customer years ago. And this guy says, I want a PSG-1 trigger in there. And in my brain, in the back of my brain, my brain starts to scream. Because I know that there's maybe a handful of these in the US. And
Yeah.
they're not going to, you know, import any, because it's HK. HK sells what they can to the military and the cops, and then is like, good luck.
Yeah, since I can't get black fatigues, we're gonna go with Tiger Stripe.
Reasonable. So I call HK and I'm like, can you send me a PSG-1 trigger shoe? And the guy scoffs on the phone. He just goes, so I found a guy who had like 3 of them, and I had to beg him for a month on a day-to-day basis for him to give me one of them. He did not have 3 PSG-1s. He did not have a PSG-1. He was one of those people who had parts for everything.
Mm-hmm.
That guy just made those words up.
I think I know what mission this is. This is going to be a terrible loadout for this mission.
But yeah, a PSG-1 trigger shoe is this stupid little bit that screws into the front of a PSG-1 trigger to give it a slightly different trigger pull, slightly different architecture. And finding a real one was such a pain in the ass. Ocelot, Special Forces Cat Cowboy, and master of word salad. Alright, so. Yep, alright. Oh no, it's fully over. That's you to surf the Jeep. Excellent.
M151s don't do that. They kill their drivers when they roll.
I know. I know.
An outpost in a sunken road. Snake's mouth. I get it. Looks like that's the only way to the objective.
Do you think he's sitting there with a phonetic pronunciation guide so he can sound smart?
He's just sounding out these African words.
Oh. Here's the other thing I was gonna ask.
Uh-huh.
Why is it that every vehicle you drive becomes tippy truck?
Because I'm all gas, no brake.
That's fair. Like, I started trying to write. I started
What is
trying
that?
to... Oh. God. I started trying to write a poem about working on HK products. And as far as I got is the first 2 lines.
He doesn't see me.
Oh, alright. What is he shooting at?
He's shooting at those hyenas.
Oh. The first 2 lines I got. All the pins are the same size, except for those which aren't. That is the nightmare of working on HK product, is you'll be like, which pin? Which size pin? What year? It's like a wine collection. People ask me why the XM8 carbine failed, and I said on disassembly, I think they said that all the pins in that gun were like 5 different sizes, and they're not marked. So you pull the gun apart, easy as pie, and then you put it back together, and you're like, this rattles. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Thank God you have that laser there.
80s.
Gotta have that battery pack cable running up your arm to your back pocket, like a tractor battery there.
Yeah. Gotta have it.
No, HK stuff is good. It's just expensive and very, very, very obtuse.
I've never seen a square flap Makarov holster.
Makarov-ish.
It looks almost like it's actually sized for a high power.
Where are we taking this body?
Wherever we need it.
Are you thinking one of those FEG high powers, maybe? Like one of those old police holsters?
Yeah, maybe.
For those of you who don't know, Bulgaria made a limited run of high powers that were for a while quite cheap as military surplus.
This
Yeah,
isn't a
Zenith.
road.
Zenith says HK is the most realistic part of Half-Life 2. They'd 100%, 110% sell out to the Combine for a weapons contract.
Yeah, they would.
You're not wrong. Oh, Hamster points out, you're using the dead guy as ballast.
Yeah. It's like putting a bag of kitty litter in the sidecar of a hero.
I don't know why you need to do that. You're not going to get that thing fast enough to do anything dangerous.
I hit that guy in the fucking face twice with 45.
They all fall to hardball.
Eventually, I guess.
They eventually fall to hardball. What's he doing? Don't worry about the side picture, brother. It'll be fine.
Stop! I want to shoot it in.
What about they all fall to Stovall?
Stovall was fucking murderous.
Stovall was the thief-taker general. He took down everyone in that city. The game made us lose because Stovall was winning.
And because I said no to the wrong people. So they arrested me with super secret suit guys who refused to identify themselves. So
I love how your guy's just wobbling.
Yeah, my guy's just wobbling because he can't do what he wants to try to do. Oh, the rain stopped. That's ominous. Hey, did you know that tiger stripe camo isn't good in the jungle? It's best on rocky surfaces.
Would someone please tell that to Marsoc?
Supposedly, the valley up ahead is covered in mist almost year-round.
Oh my god, and we've got bad guys called the Mist Unit? I'm sure that's unrelated.
Now, at the base of that stupid PSG-1 grip is this little donut ring that has a rod running through it.
Yeah, the hand shelf.
I've had to source one of those too. I was like, can I make one? And the guy said, no, I need a real one.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this unit has very high discipline shooting random animals with machine guns.
Analysis.
These guys are elite. How are we
Very
going to
elite.
fight them?
Analysis
Well,
complete.
the murder jeep is gone, so...
Analysis complete.
What about that PSG-1? Also
Hold on,
known as the
I'm-
G3 with a trigger pull that's not 50 pounds. And a free float barrel and a few other things.
Some stiffeners welded into the rail.
And also they've changed the cocking handle on the front end. Then they also put the semi-rollers in that are made out of titanium that cost $480 a piece. And they are smaller than most pin nibs.
Alright, we're gonna go deal with these guys.
Ah.
Extraction
How much did guy... Alright, so Bully Snake asked the right question. How much money did this guy spend to make a PSG-1 look-alike? About $8,000. And that was then. That was about 10 years ago.
Solved.
3/4 of that was in parts. The rest was in labor and 2 donor guns.
I'm carrying 40 shotgun shells on me? Where? How much does a PSG-1 cost for comparison? About the same.
The question about PSG-1s is availability.
Yeah.
They never imported many of them, and
the ones that are out there are almost always police surplus.
And not only that, you don't just need the PSG-1, you need the scope that was designed for it.
Except on the most modern variant, which they still sell, which finally has a normal 1913 rail on top. So that you can just put a PM2 on there like everybody else.
I have weird choices in scopes.
Yeah, but that is the European and American solution to a sniper scope, is just buy Schmidt and Bender.
Yeah, if you have a bajillion dollars, you can buy Schmidt and Bender, and you can see reality clearer than you can see reality. It is
like
terrifying.
looking at a 4K TV, man. It's crazy.
It's like if someone took a child from the 80s and showed them a 4K TV, they'd weep because they'd see reality clearer than reality exists. That's what a Schmidt and Bender scope is like. You can see the bullet cutting the air. They are ridiculously good looking.
I shot Norwegian G3 SG1 that had Schmidt and Bender on it, and it was fantastic.
I shot a Seiko TRG-42 and 338 Lapua Magnum that has Schmidt and Bender on it, and we were shooting to 1,800 meters. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to land this. Because I used to shoot open sights for 600 millimeter CMP, you know, the 600 yard open sight stuff. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to land this. With that scope and that gun, it was boringly easy. I love how you're just like walking forward with a PSG-1. Also, that rifle weighs 1 billion pounds. Oh, you fired it once. You need to clean it for 4 hours.
It's going to affect my accuracy.
It will.
It will. Very minutely.
See, what a lot of people don't know is when people shoot national match, typically they won't break the rifle down the whole way until the end of the season, just because of how much that affects accuracy. So when these guys are shooting their M1As, when these guys, that guy's not reacting. What the fuck?
No, it's an inflatable soldier.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, is he just the deaf guy? Is he just standing there with tinnitus going,
see how
like,
he's got,
wow.
like, Bulgarian tank mine as a base?
Oh, I see. I got it. Yeah.
And they spotted traces of an intruder.
Oh, they didn't hear the bullets. But yeah, typically, when people do cleaning at national match and they're shooting the M1As, you'll open the action and you won't take the top of the gun off the bottom of the gun. You won't break the whole rifle free of the stock.
Well, because those are all bedded, right?
Not only are they bedded, but even just minute changes they're afraid of. So rather than go through the whole ordeal of resighting everything, rebedding everything, getting everything just as it is, you open the action and you clean it very, very carefully. Just very, very carefully, obsessively. And then you put it, you know, you don't take the gun apart. You just leave it as it is until the end of the season. Then you break it all down. And I've had to break rifles down at the end of a season of shooting. And oh my God, are they horrible.
Now, oh, controller just disconnected for some reason. Reconnect.
Oh.
It's looking in that direction.
All right. Is it fixed?
It fixed itself.
It fixed itself. Yay!
It is now listening to the DS4. I don't want to go around.
Dive.
Listen, brother, they say they spotted signs of an intruder. I assume they're just walking in a circle looking at all the bodies.
I had one guy that was, he brought in his M1A and he said it was like not cycling completely. And normally when this happens, I'm like, your magazines are shit. Like, I will say that 9 times out of 10. You know, like, your magazines are crap. And so I will just say, your magazines are crap, you know, feed lips bent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You just tell them to fix the whatever issue. And so he brings in his magazines, and I look them over, and they're all fine. What are they listening to? Wow.
I believe that is the radio broadcast from the aborted Silent Hills Kojima reboot.
Oh, God.
Depressing
All right.
news is what they're listening to.
Why would they listen to this in another country?
Yeah, that's
You
the
know what I mean?
broadcast from PT. Yeah,
All right.
that's
So
what I thought it was.
this guy comes in and the gun is shooting really bad. Like it is just in, and so I'm like, okay, 9 times out of 10, you tell people to clean your magazines, or your magazines, you pinched, you bent one, the springs are old. Typically, the gun's not feeding well.
Yeah, you stepped on the fucking mag and bent the feed lip something.
Yeah, and you just bang them back into place with a bucking bar. It's not terrible. Or if they're, you know, cheap enough magazines, you throw them away. If they're M14 magazines, you fix them because they're at least $40. So the good ones are, at any rate.
Could come down any minute. Watch your step.
I love how you can still stay in radio contact through a tunnel. Shortwave is fine for that. So this gun is shooting like crap. And so I'm like, okay, I see his magazines, nothing's wrong with them. I look at the feed lips, nothing's wrong with it. And I notice the gun, especially the chamber, is a little, you know, gunked up. It's a little filthy, right? Because I do the very scientific gunsmithing thing where you stick your finger, you know, your pinky in the breech.
Yeah.
And then you wiggle it around and you pull it out, you know, to see if there's like a ring, and it comes back really filthy. And I'm like, okay, so this guy is just ramming home bullets into a dirty breech. Like, obviously, this gun has not been cleaned. So I said, well, what do you do? And he goes, well, every time it gets hard to fire, he had a gas wrench, and he just kept opening the gas plug more until it started to foul, and then he opened it more. And then it started to foul, and then he opened it more. And they started to foul, and then he opened it more. Until there was no more room to go, right? And he had stripped the wrench.
Oh,
So
no.
I was going, oh my God. So I take the gas system apart, and it looks like a chimney in a coking plant. So I had to like boil it in kerosene. Like I've got brake cleaner. I'm spraying in there and shipping this stuff off. It took me a week to clean that gun. And then I had to replace the gas plug. That gun was a nightmare. And when I sent it back to him, and he's like, oh my God, it shoots so easy now. And I'm like, yeah, I cleaned it.
Strange, hat. Nope. Nope. Guess this one goes to the sky gods.
Well, it had a short life. No, you see all sorts of nonsense with gun owners coming in. 90% of my business was one of 2 categories. One was I forgot to clean it, and now it don't work. You know, and typically these would be guns that people had found. Like, oh, grandma died, and we found this gun in the attic, and it's just rusted solid, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, just never clean, put away wrong. That's all fixable, and it's fine. My other favorite thing was what was called box of gun,
Yes.
where someone took it apart and then said, I found it like this. And I'd be like, so you found all the screws and stuff, and you just took them out, right? You know, sure, I'll put it back together, $75. And just sit there, and they would go, well, how do you know how to put it back together, smart guy? And I would go get the manual. They'd be like, that's cheating. And I'm like, no, it's not. If I repair a car, I'm going to read the manual. Most mechanics will as well. You just sit there and you're like, wow, there's a manual, and it shows how to do things in steps.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should follow them. You're not smarter than the guy at the factory. God damn it, Jimmy Ray asks, has there been an effort in the U.S. to actually educate the population at large in regard to firearms ownership, operation, and maintenance? The civilian marksmanship program was actually kind of trying to do that for a while. Then they just became M1 Garand sales.
Yeah, and occasionally 1911 sales. Which, by the
Occasionally.
way, they're now allowing duplicates. So if you already got one, you can go back for them. I haven't put in for one. I don't think you have.
No, I have enough 1911s.
I
Yeah.
find the idea intriguing, but I'm not gonna spend that much money on a night.
No, I just, yeah. When it comes down to it, like most of gunsmithing is a hammer. Because you're sitting there and you're like, this action won't move, and I'm like, yes, it will. Get me
Very
a dowel and a hammer. I will
gentle
make it
use of
move.
a hammer.
Depends.
Okay,
That's why
very
I like.
strategic use of a hammer.
And that's why I like AKs. Is when an AK seizes up and someone's like, the action won't open anymore. I had an explosion in there. I'm like, and you just get a hammer and you just hammer as hard as you can on it, and it'll open.
All right. I need a commercial break real fast, so we'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.
Where's the other half? Oh shit!
Uh,
Oh,
whoa.
he's gone.
I must go. My people need me.
Yep, that's correct. That's what they do.
God, he even runs like a fucking stripper.
How many strippers have you seen run, deputy?
Oh, they're fast in heels, man. You gotta be careful.
Type of shitpost based Valhalla. An absurdist comedy club where all great shitposters exist. Where nothing is serious, where irony is the only language we speak. We go out into the world and we come back with new and greater extremities, to dragging them in like a fresh kill so that we show them to other shitposters. And at the end of each day, the material is wiped clean and anew. The world is remade in new and more absurd ways, and the only way we can cope with it is through greater acts of shitposting. And this shall be our eternity. There might even be a feast of beans, terrible mac and cheese, pizza abominations, fucking carbonated sodas made of spaghetti. You have no idea. This could be ours. This could be our fate, and you are but one step from realizing this opportunity for yourself. I'm so proud.
You're back.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Water break and a stretch.
We did our part.
What did we
We
miss?
did our part.
Makes sense to roll it in with general education since firearms ownership is a rather large part of American culture. Well, it used to actually be pretty common to run into guns in like PE in the 60s.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That has fallen by the wayside. Won't get into reasons why or any thoughts on it, but
Times change.
they do.
Oh, Mr. Train's here. All right, let's keep fighting. Let's keep
Yes.
fighting.
That's why I wasn't doing anything.
Well, I mean, we have a new Jeep, so that's a start, isn't it? Isn't it? We have a new Jeep. New Jeep, new life.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of blood.
I don't like the sound of this. This room is spooky.
It's trying to be spooky. Oh no, body bags.
Oh, this sounds unfortunate. Also, why is it that you walk around with a little blood on you, and you got like stink lines and flies?
But this place isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, no flies here. No fly zone. What gives?
Did we find the organ plant? Worse.
Oh yeah, that seems safe.
Snake, you were not a surgeon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems a little bad. Also,
Excuse the noises, gentlemen. I used my break to get some popcorn.
you know what this sounds like? This is like Space Station 13 medical. You know, this is just like, oh, someone had left a half-complete nightmare surgery, and someone's listening to like a really weird number station.
In Spanish.
Yeah, why not?
Notably, there's a lot of Spanish AM FM stations in Central Africa.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's my actual objective here?
Ah, yes, the Sony Walkman and the gooey chest conspiracy.
Yeah. Like, I'm... Okay, yeah, I can't pick him up. I was gonna say, I wouldn't bring that guy back to base. I'd probably burn my clothes before I got on the helicopter. Like, yeah, these can stay right here.
Whatever's going on here, I don't want a part of it. Let's leave. Let's just casually walk away, shall we?
I recall there being an ambush when I left that building. It's supposed to be.
Maybe you need to leave the other way.
There is no.
Is there another way? Or is this just, alright, you gotta go into the spooky room.
Yeah, back into the spooky room.
The spookatorium for the spooky room. Watch out. There's
can't get over there.
gross. There's something in here. I mean, this is like an
Am I
X-Files
supposed to put
moment.
him out of his misery?
I guess.
No, it
I don't
doesn't seem
know.
to want me pointing a gun at him.
The game seems to not want you to do anything.
Can I pick him up? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I don't think so.
No?
That's a strong tape recorder.
Oh, there we go. I was supposed to come in here and see that they're doing this to all the kids. Now, Walkman
this seems-
generation this is.
Yeah. I knew those tapes were the devil, listening to that rock and roll.
Big Walkman doesn't want you to know this.
This is why they moved away from cassette tapes.
There we go. See, I thought the kid on the first table was Shabani.
I'll say this, the cutscenes in 5 aren't as bad as the other cutscenes because it's not 40 minutes of gratuitous
I
nonsense.
wouldn't put my ear on it.
No, I wouldn't either. Because, like, whatever's going on here is obviously pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe as bad as a spike coming out of your head. Maybe. I mean, you have a giant spike coming out of your head. That's pretty bad.
Shrapnel spike. Oh no, it's the Lone Ranger again.
He's like, I'm looking for Tonto.
He just like looked right at you.
He's got that eyes wide shut mask on.
Oh, what's that, kid? There's an intruder in the next room. See, the
That
mare's
seems
leg is cool.
Oh.
He didn't reload that. Yeah, there we go.
Well, this isn't good.
I don't understand how that guy's always just around the corner.
I love what Hamster said. Carl Gustav pokes through the curtain.
Well, you know, gameplay Snake and cutscene Snake are very different people when I'm playing.
Kojima!
I thought I'd
Watch
stay
out.
around, Ocelot.
It's an angry guy.
You can't let him catch you, boss. Get out of there. Boss, I'll have the chopper touch down past the tunnel. Get over there now.
Take action, Jeep. Oh, that was cinematic.
That was pretty cinematic, yeah.
Least real. Oh. Don't worry. They call me Knight Rider.
There we go. He's gonna go help me.
Boss, I know it's risky. I'm changing the LZ closer to your position. First stop him, then call in the chopper. That'll only stop him temporarily. Have arrived at LZ. Stand by.
All right, let's roll. Oh, excellent. You rolled into the fire.
Yeah. No. I gotta save action, Jeep.
Save action, Jeep. Boss, we just recovered a burning Jeep.
Remember, it's something to do with these water towers. Do I shoot them or do I make him shoot them?
I don't know. He seems to be upset.
Yeah, where the fuck's the helicopter?
It's a good question.
Come on, where's the helicopter? Helicopter?
Maybe check the map.
It's still on the other
Oh.
side of the tunnel.
Okay, you need to leave to the west, looks like.
Please select landing zone.
Roger. I'll send a
It's-
chopper. You'll shoot
Oh, excellent. We're on fire again.
before it arrives.
Oh, he's back up.
Oh, and you set your girlfriend on fire. That's
Yeah.
not good.
He's gonna shoot down the fucking helicopter.
Ocelot, are you saying the flaming man doesn't like water? Holy shit! Oh,
The chopper is defenseless while it's coming in the land.
Yeah, well,
Stop him before you call it in. He spotted you. He's coming.
good. Let him come.
all right, call the chopper. Have them build a new helicopter.
Select a land support helicopter. Listed.
It'll be there in 3 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
This is how my Xenonaut people feel.
I'll send the chopper in. You'll shoot down the chopper if it lands now. Stop it before it arrives.
What, did he get back up? Land.
No, no. All right, let's leave. Goodbye, Nightmare Man. Good luck. I'll see you in hell. Nice.
I don't think that was supposed to work like that.
Whatever.
Wouldn't the downdraft of the helicopter assist in fireman being fireman?
Maybe.
Only a C rank for that? Fuck you.
That's not nice.
Yeah, he gets knocked down, but he gets up again. And they're never gonna keep him down. You assume fireman is composed of fire, not utter bullshit.
Ah, it's utter bullshit, man. Just didn't have that same kind of snap to it. You know what
What
I mean?
happens when I run out of fucking water towels?
Skullface.
After all, working behind the scenes, even that man on fire at his beck and call. But what the hell was going on at the Devil's
Nobody
House?
recognizes that as Volgan, despite the fact that,
Tapes playing voices.
you know, everybody involved in this had, like, very intimate dealings with that man.
Like the ones on the bodies at the oil field. The man on fire burned everything to the ground. But we were
He's so utter bullshit, he changed elements.
We'll conduct a thorough analysis.
Colonel Skeletor?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, the Factory of the Dead. Volgan was an electric type Pokemon. Exactly.
He was. He was also once a character with some semblance of, what's the word, plot?
Okay, so in the Metal Gear Solid movie, who would you have play Volgan?
Well, before he went a little bit crazy, I was gonna say Army Hammer. That guy went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Ah, boy, choices. Let's see.
It
Who
can be
would
people who
play
are dead
him?
or old now.
Younger Dolph Lundgren? That's not a bad idea.
Okay,
Adam
see,
Sandler, says somebody.
Adam Sandler, Liam Neeson.
Adam Sandler would have been great. He's like, I'm Vulcan!
I would have gone for the Iron Sheik.
Iron Shake, you mean?
Nah, the Iron Sheik. That's
Is
how
it- is
fucking.
that, like, is that his knockoff? That's like his minor league
I
knockoff.
forget who always pronounced it that way, but one of the wrestlers always pronounced it that way.
That's amazing.
It wasn't Sergeant
man.
Slaughter, was it?
Probably. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken would be a fantastic Vulcan. He's like, I'm gonna talk to you about electricity.
Nick
Have
Cage
you
playing
seen-
5 people at once.
Have you seen my robot? It has screws on the front.
Get the fuck out of my way. Trying to take a shower.
Christopher Walken makes everything hilarious. I cannot wait to see him in Dune Part 2. I'm going to die fucking laughing. Paul Atreides is the Kwisatz Haderach. The spice must flow. He's gonna be in Dune Part 2. He'll be sitting there like, Baron Harkonnen, you have failed me for the last time. You must walk without rhythm. He who controls the spice controls the universe. Oh, yeah. Christopher Walken is playing the Padishah Emperor, man. This is going to be fucking great.
Yep, the man for whom the Sarkonnen were raised.
Atreides, you're talking to my man all wrong. Gonna stab him in the face with a soldering iron. Oh man. I absolutely will watch the new Dune. I will be waiting with rapt attention to see what Christopher Walken does. Bless the maker and his water. This is gonna be great. I do not do a good Christopher Walken.
You do better than most.
Everyone can do an okay one. No one can do a great one.
Kevin Spacey did pretty good, but we don't talk about him anymore.
No, he retired himself.
Yeah? Why do I always jump out like that?
Because typically the Jeep barrels into a tree, a wall, a building, people. Typically the Jeep is a launched IED, and you are the ejected Sabo for that launch.
Give us a development order, boss.
I'll give you my hands. Oh man, are they having a weird dance party in there?
Sounds like it. Oh, that's the little containment cage for Wyatt.
Oh, so she's having like one of those 80s like dance parties in there, you know, with like the headband and the leg warmers.
I'll be honest, she's probably showering.
It seems to be, yeah, that's kind of hand in hand with Kojima's stuff. Ah, yes, the disco bondage cell. The disco bondage cell. You know, if you in your head have Nick Cage or Christopher Walken explaining why the base is the way it is, it makes sense in a movie context. I use mortars to defend my oil rig.
I knew this was somewhere around here. I thought it was on the second floor, though.
Put your hand in the box, Paul Atreides.
You put your left hand in and your left hand out.
Ah, she's got a check mark.
Uh-huh. It's from where we removed the bomb from her gut.
Snake?
Hush. That's right. It's her. What about the bomb?
We were able to remove the explosives. Both of them.
Bomb!
No, it's okay.
There's another in my...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Nanomachines.
Check her again.
Oh, no bomb there.
Boss.
These are my war orphans. Oh, yeah. I fucking hate this game. Yeah, I believe you have to import a save file to get this.
All right, we got it out.
Yeah.
There's another in my...
It's okay. The other bomb, we managed it.
It's just fucking awful. For no reason other than he wanted it to be in there. Happy Monday, Whiskey.
She hit the water hard, but somehow she managed to survive. Anyway, the shock triggered some kind of amnesia.
Snake?
Oh no,
Where's Professor Galvin?
this is not a critical plot point. You only get this if you imported a save from Ground Zeroes.
She still thinks it's 1974. She's got no memory of anything before that either. Cypher, the KGB.
Because we didn't do Peace Walker, anybody that doesn't already know, this is one of the child soldiers that we hired in Peace Walker that we got attached to for some reason.
Whole personality changes. What we're seeing seems to be a combination of the two. She truly believes she's nothing more than a student living in 1974.
She was also a spy, I think.
I hope we can do it again.
She doesn't respond to anything that conflicts with her internal timeline. Doctor's pretty sure she's not faking it. If she had her memory, just think what she could tell us about Cypher.
Yeah, whose age is determined by rolling a d20 each game. Yes.
The photo is from that guy you brought back the other day. From the old crew. I thought it might jog her memory, but no luck. Anything else you can show her?
Do you have something to show me, Snake?
Do you? Do you have a plot to show someone?
Oh!
You have signed out. Excellent. No!
Oh, man.
She's all yours.
Yep, all mine.
Got something to show me, Snake?
U.S. military helicopter, something happened and it dived about 700 feet in 3 seconds, just nose down. And they managed to recover, but they pulled up so hard that their rotor disc actually made contact with the tail boom.
Oh,
and the
God.
person recording it, you just hear that awful noise. And they landed it, but that airframe is not recoverable.
Yeah, no shit.
I can send you the video at some point.
Please do. That sounds pretty crazy.
They were practicing for an air show, I think.
List updated. Mission list updated.
Acolyte of Zorg 89 says, this entire game really is nothing but some sort of bizarro world shrapnel-induced fever dream, and Snake's actually in some VA hospital ward in a wheelchair, drooling so hard there's a pool 3 foot in diameter around him.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
That's
Praise
honestly the
Zorg.
entire Metal Gear saga being a fever dream of this man, because he like took a head injury in Snake Eater, and Metal Gear 3 would be a not unreasonable turn of events.
Please select a
The
mission.
war economy.
Mission accepted.
Yeah, we got time for one more.
I think we have enough time to wreck another Jeep, and we can show what it's like when, you know, you're not stuck going forward. Why did she make us sound like she was pooping? She was like,
I'm
ugh.
not sure.
She have like indigestion? Did she eat some Fritos or something? Not having a good time.
Hold on. Cancel this mission. Because we, I remember, finally got that gunsmith.
All right. That's great. That's great. That's fantastic.
I can't do anything with it. It's all okay. At least the tank cover makes sense. Hey, Tex,
Uh-huh.
you want to see me have the value of this weapon?
Please don't paint it. I've seen so many people paint historical guns. I've seen it.
I know.
All right, so you're going to take the M60, and you can't do anything to it.
Can't do anything to it. I'm sure this is probably because of the mod.
Yeah, probably. But we should probably Fulton stuff, I guess.
Yeah, let's. That's a good idea. Let's get the full.
We didn't Fulton earlier, did we?
No, we didn't. And it is important that we Fulton.
Mission. Mission accepted. Mission not
Oh, there's a
accepted.
briefing tape.
A briefing tape.
Is to eliminate a high-ranking CFA officer.
I'm good at that.
CFA doesn't just hire United soldiers as mercenaries. They're also supplying United with weapons. It just smacks of Western nations manipulating them against the socialist MPLA.
That's kind of
Business
par
is
for the
normal.
course.
Yeah, that's normal here, you know. I mean, all right.
Issue East-West proxy war.
Right.
It appears our target is the man in charge of how many weapons get supplied to Unida. Apparently his MO is to keep the Civil War going as long as possible. So
All
that
right.
they can keep making a profit.
Yes.
Yep.
Business if Unida wins too soon.
Uh-huh.
Sit back and suck the people dry.
Right.
Parasites of war.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our intel suggests the target rarely ventures outside of Nova Braga Airport.
Yeah.
Rumor
Okay.
has it that a Western arms dealer is headed there soon for an inspection.
Right.
Maybe your chance to eliminate the target from a distance.
I
Or
don't
just
do
flying to the
distance.
airport.
Plans to leave the country
Yeah.
following the inspection.
Uh-huh.
Maybe our only opportunity to
I don't know. I mean, is he taking a DC-3? I can knock those out of the sky pretty easy.
Mission accepted.
Ask
Your
the
helicopter is
Secretary of the
faster
UN.
than. Yeah, your helicopter's faster than them. And the other thing is that I'm just sitting here with my brain explode because why do we have a briefing that's on a tape that could be lost or copied?
Or compromised in some other way.
All right, let's do M16A1. Come on. Come on, go
You
old
want-
school.
Okay.
Go old school. Nothing says deniable operation like an M16A1, right? Yeah.
Alright, and what are we doing for secondary? Are we keeping the laser 1911?
Now let's switch this up. Let's get into. I know you want the USP, but that's too nice. 8-inch Anaconda movie. We're gonna do movie gun.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright.
You're like Carl.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Deniable because nobody can reasonably said to have armed themselves on purpose with an M16A1. They're okay.
They're all right. I
There's
myself have
fucking
an A4.
8 gazillion of them. There.
Correct. Yeah.
I had a Colt 604, a base model M16 offer on a. Well, I never got it onto the Nodak Spud lower that I bought for it.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to United.
It was mostly the ammo, yes. The powder substitution, and then training.
They also have worse triggers. Also, they had factory defects. Don't just say it was mostly the ammunition. There is a long host of factory defects that were covered up by Colt. Go read A.J. Chiver's book, The Gun, and they actually cite all of the factory defects that were covered up by Colt.
Fair enough.
They sold an assload of defective guns. Yes, the ammo was a contributor. It was a huge contributor, but there were numerous defective firearms.
Yeah, the gun by C.J. Chivers is fantastic if you're not familiar.
It is a fantastic book. It won the Pulitzer, and it's a gun book that never happens.
His other books, including The Fighters, are also pretty good.
Great writer.
We have an emergency. Mother Base is under attack. The enemy is overrun one of our platforms, and they're holding some of our staff hostage. If we don't do something, they'll try to take off with our men. That would mean losing some of our finest manpower. Boss, take back that platform. This is a race against time. For all of us. Get on this mission right away, boss.
God damn it.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Mother Base.
All right, let's go do it. But yeah, I do know that a lot of people try to say that the early M16s failed just because of the ammo. Not true. There were a lot of covered up defective weapons. There's never really one source of a lot of stuff. Typically, it's a collection of things. If you Carl Gustav someone with a Fulton at the base, what happens?
Good question.
I think it's time for some PG-7V rockets. Sneaking suit.
Deploying.
We are Blaster Brown. You can hear Mike next door.
I can.
Yeah.
Yes, a reflective sneaking suit.
Yeah, designed by smart people. You know.
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate their commander.
Infiltrate, huh? So that's why we're showing up with a helicopter.
The enemy have taken some of our staff.
Snake Plissken did a better job infiltrating.
You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force him right under my nose.
Again,
One thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for
you're
it.
not good at your job.
Know that, boss.
No. Someone came in and stole his arm and his leg.
Oh no, that's Cass. That's the other one.
Oh, you mean the Russian cowboy who put all the anti-aircraft guns everywhere didn't know how to use them?
So when you're talking about the 3 different trigger pulls, you're actually talking about the M16A2.
The M16 was designed to be a disposable rifle using disposable magazines for a Cold War gone hot. It was never designed to last this long. Over time, we've made modifications to make it last longer, including rigging competitions. What command post is he calling? You know?
Who the fuck's seeing me? You.
I bet that anti-aircraft gun would help. What if this was just the freight company for stealing all their shit? Learn to turn on the radio, or the radar, so they get a little bit of canker.
CP, this is Delta 9. Lost visual contact. Tango last known position. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes peeled for any movement. Out.
We're tactical. What if it was pirates that invaded? You know what I mean? Like, peg leg, muskets.
Swear to God, these guys are seeing me through walls.
They have magic. Pirates are like that. Thank God they're using the same green tip you are.
Green tip won't stabilize in this weapon.
Snake doesn't know that.
Snake aims with his eye patch.
Exactly.
I'm not kidding.
And in Metal Gear Solid, they think tumbling bullets are a good idea.
Tango last known position. Over. This is CP. Understood. Investigate the area, but stay alert. Out.
What the
We're
fuck is
sneaky.
this guy? I hate these. Somebody's up here.
Thank God you have the most loyal and excellent forces backing you up on these oil rigs.
Yeah, yeah. All 800
Look.
gazillion men who were walking around getting their asses beaten.
I think you should call your base Babel Base, because you've just made a Tower of Babel of people.
None of them can talk to each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Ah yes, let's climb. That sounds like a good idea. This seems to work. Oh, the alarm's on. Don't hit snooze.
That was a tactical takedown. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. That wasn't good. Who's operating that crane?
I don't know.
How many ZPU 23 rounds can this guy take? I mean, that's the question here.
That is the question. Ah, that's about to blow up from small arms fire, as they often do. Well known for it. Somebody here didn't get the permanent bedtimes.
CP, this is Delta 3. Lost visual contact. Heading to last known position. Over.
I don't know.
Boss, why did you kill him?
Oh.
Oh, those staff!
Wah! You did the Wario death.
What happened? Boss!
So that was a dynamic. That was somebody actually invading my base.
Huh. Nice. You know, it'd be really.
God only knows why they would want to.
They were watching the stream and they're like, I'm gonna get these guys. All right, the war economy.
Yeah. Medical team leveled up, putting debt back together. Exactly.
Got to use that tape. Medical tape.
CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to Unida. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
Alright. Now that that little diversion has been solved, my untimely death.
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
Don't understand why they couldn't just give us normal fucking door guns. They had to put this giant convoluted arm. It's Kojima.
As you know, on an aircraft, you need
Shifting weight is really awesome on helicopters. Pilots love it. Stealth.
Well done.
Hideo Nanobots Kojima.
The map has been updated.
Yeah, exactly.
You can arrive at destination.
I'm here.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
We're very stealthy, you know.
Carefully, huh? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take a little saunter up into the guard tower here. Somebody just get in my Jeep?
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect. Once his chopper has arrived, he'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Well, might as well start things off with a bang.
I think so. I think we need to send these people to balloon jail.
Okay.
The chopper headed your way has turned back. The inspection's canceled. You'll have to work.
You'd think a 357 would do more than make gonging noises.
Yeah, that's true. Also, this is an anaconda, not a python. So,
yeah.
44 Magnum.
Action Jeep. Action Jeep.
Does whatever, Action Jeep. Drives forward, Action Jeep. Hits a guy, Action Jeep. Watch out, Deb's got Action Jeep. Wow. Action Jeep has spoken. The man is crippled. Finish him off.
Quit moving.
You should be able to put on his clothes and pretend to be him.
You have to imagine this would be...
So, a 44 Magnum can kill a bear, but apparently not these guys. You're gonna need to run. Or just steal that. As you break your back. Aw.
No,
Oh.
too many rounds.
Yeah, they shot you in your spine, which hangs out of the armored vehicle.
Yeah, really, really good design there. The thing has a minigun. Yes, it does.
Because it's so well balanced.
Yeah, it's the ATST.
What would be funny is if you had, like, ass-kicking boots, you know, as part of an exoskeleton.
You mean like literally a boot on a stick, or...
No, I mean, you've got, like, a powered exoskeleton, right? And you just have giant feet, so you can kick them in the ass so hard they die.
Ah,
Like, you
okay.
can just boot them across the map. This guy's like, somebody shot my friend in the face. I'm gonna investigate. Are you gonna call it in? No. Oh, here comes Action Jeep, Deb.
How nice of them.
Well, time for him to die, I guess. Break his neck. Oh.
He
Or
talked
send
to
him
me.
to balloon jail.
Yeah, he talked to me. He goes to balloon jail.
He's coming too. Roger that.
It's taken. One.
Little boss, it looks like the inspection's off the table. Find another way to locate the target.
Kill everyone here. That's the idea, right?
I don't think that was initially the plan, no.
Oh. I thought it was. I always think that's the mission. Like, this is a game where there's guns, right? And you can use them? So I under those situations, I'm like, oh, I guess I have to shoot people. You know, with bullets?
Yeah.
From a gun.
Gun
That's
bullet
what I
guns.
presume. Yeah.
Please select Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
They have a sniper over there.
Yeah, with a PSG-1.
As you do.
Is that a BT conversion?
It looks like most of the plane is missing the parts that make it go.
Well, yeah, but that's not a normal DC-3 cowling.
No.
That looks like a turbo cowling, right?
Not only that, but why is it on blocks?
No idea. Oh, they've forgotten about me already.
Of
Oh,
course
there's
they
three
did.
of those. That's why I got killed last time. There's a radar.
Yeah.
You know, those are all sitting right there.
I bet.
Right there.
I bet if you use some of that sleeping gas,
Please select a strike point.
and then you just mash it right away on yourself. Oh, man.
I bet if I hit him with the old knock-knock juice.
Strike will commence shortly.
They just immediately turned and identified where I am.
Yeah, they're really good at zeroing target.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
This is unfortunate.
Oh, now they're gonna mortar me.
Yeah, you should leave.
Strike will commence shortly.
You should leave too.
She'll be fine. She's very quick. Excellent. Tactical espionage action. Very tactical.
The good news is that the sleepy time gas worked.
How long does it linger, do you think?
Probably longer than it'll take me to get over there.
That's fair.
I didn't tell you
Well,
you could talk on the radio.
I'm a little alarmed that your guys have stockpiled a gas that can instantly render people unconscious.
Just like on principle?
Yeah.
This one's got ATGMs.
They're like, we're the good guys. And I'm like, you have stockpiled sleepy gas.
Extraction failed.
Oh.
You gotta extract him.
Alright, we gotta pay for all that sleepy gas.
Subject on board.
This guy asleep?
The rest to us.
Analysis
Yes.
complete.
Yeah, not only that, the dosage window is apparently wide enough to target most humans.
Yes.
So
That's
it's
very,
like,
very special juice.
this is like super villain stuff.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Good old VADS.
Yeah, I think I made most of my targets for its sleep, though.
CP time.
Analysis complete.
Look, a rat or something. Did you just step on it?
I just kicked it
Oh.
and then put it in my pocket. 'Cause I'm a
For
fucking
what?
sociopath.
Coming too.
It's going in the zoo. The zoo platform.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say in the soup. That's a Fulton.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's my bad. I wondered why those weren't doing anything.
It's alright.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
Don't worry. Maybe it's the right button.
There we go.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't
Uh
one
huh.
of the targets.
I wasn't.
Put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Not sure who's shooting at what.
Someone's in there just yelling and shooting at things.
Well, it wasn't him.
I think he's just in there yelling.
I see. Anti-mech discrimination, huh?
The robots cannot overthrow us. The doors are not big enough for them.
Fine. I'll give up my mech.
Alright, just go in there and shoot them all.
My anaconda don't. In the words of the poet. Stir mix a lot.
I believe he said, I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
He has said that on occasion, yes.
I think you're gonna die.
Nah, I'm fine. Taking cover behind the lounge.
Ah. Grenade proof, is it? Oh shit. Guy with shield.
Son of a bitch.
Boss, the target is going to get away. Hurry up and take him out.
He's leaving.
He's leaving and I can't jump this railing all of a sudden.
No, you're too weak. You've been shot. Oh, it's like the end of Sniper Elite.
Fuck me. No, run, run, run!
Swiftly! Run! Like
Yeah.
the wind!
The difference is that at the end of Sniper Elite, I had, like, a fucking Jeep or something to hop in to chase it. I've got nothing.
No. You can call down artillery.
I won't get there in time.
Oh, that's fair. Where's he going?
Out of the AO, I think. I can't stop to check the map, because, you know, that doesn't pause the game.
You can see where he went and write a letter. Please come back.
Yeah, he's fucking off. He's leaving.
And you just chase him across the field.
Please supplies requested.
Give me a Jeep. Nope. Ran out of time.
Damn.
Because shield guy fucking got me into the corner. I couldn't hit him with the grenade I was prepping.
You also couldn't hop the thing.
And I couldn't hop the thing. I just watched him get in a Jeep through the wall. No, I don't want the fucking chicken hat. I have pride, game. Thank you. Oh, alright.
You have arrived at your destination.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
How many times can I hit this guy in the fucking face?
Well, it's only 5.56.
Yeah, and everybody knows that suppressors make bullets less powerful.
Incredibly less powerful. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I got this. Now I know what's expected of me. You know, I'm thriving. Moist, in my element. All them words.
So, I saw what passes for Gen Alpha slang, right?
Is that what they're calling themselves?
Alright. Gen Alpha is people who were born between 2010 and 2025. That is going to be Gen Alpha, right? So the Zoomers had their day in court, had their day, and now we're into Gen Alpha. Now, if you thought Zoomers were indecipherable, I have heard some Gen Alpha slang. Would you like to hear some?
Sure.
They use the term Riz, R-I-Z-Z, as a short for charisma.
Yeah, I'd heard that one.
Really?
Yeah, well, I deal with kids a fair amount.
Analysis complete.
All right, everyone knows sus, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Bet is the new okay. So that's kind of a Zoomer holdover.
Yeah.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
All right, I'm looking through this list, seeing if there's anything that scares me. Did you know that BAE, B-A-E, actually has an acronym meaning?
Oh, God, okay.
Before anyone else.
Interesting.
Yes. Oh my
They're not all
God.
bunched up like they were. There's a third and a fourth one somewhere.
I'm reading through this.
Okay,
It's a
there's
lot
one.
of Zoomer stuff that's been recycled. You know, like fam, that's older.
Yeah.
However, they do say facepalm out loud.
Complete.
Okay. Yeah, that's up there.
They say fit is short for outfit.
Analysis complete.
Oh, there's one of the heavy metal fucking killers. Who are impervious to everything but full strength Gustav rounds.
They speak memes.
Yeah?
They're a generation raised by the internet, so we only have ourselves to blame. I had an interaction with a fan who was Gen Alpha, and they asked me where I had heard something that I mentioned in a Let's Play, and I said, in a book. And they said, bet, and I said, on what? And I instantly revealed myself to be old and not cool.
Yeah.
So I have been perusing the slang so that I may understand them. However, if I cannot do this, I will revert to 1890s vernacular so that we can both be confused while speaking the same language.
I mean, that's the important thing.
I say, feeling rather zoftic for an ether frolic, what you say, what? Ha ha! Gadzooks, sir. That man means to accost you by locomotive legs of his own propulsion.
Okay, that's fucking bullshit.
That man seems too high for his nut. Bottom fact is, you need a robot, and he possesses it.
Oh.
My good sir, you've been Chicago'd. Believe it or
Gave
not,
me
that
a
is...
prompt for a half second there to karate him out of there.
Believe it or not, that is 1860s slang, to be Chicago'd.
Okay.
Yeah. Means to be beaten soundly. It's baseball.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot of 19th century slang I happen to know because autism. So, like if you say someone is gonna, if you're gonna show someone around town, you go, come on down to town and we'll see the elephant, which means we're going to go see everything, including the circus. Instead of saying, like, this is undisputably true, you say bottom fact, like base fact.
Okay, yeah.
If something is beyond your reach, you say too high for his nut.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. Call around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
So, every other time I've ever left that Jeep, I've just rolled out of it. But the time that I am under direct fire because I've been spotted by the enemy, I sat there calmly turned off the key.
Well, it seems like you're in for some pumpkins. Tell me a thumper and let's wake some snakes. See, I can talk 1890s all day. Some pumpkins means they're a big deal. Tell a thumper is a clever lie or a clever story, and wake some snakes means let's get into mischief.
Okay. Wake some snakes, huh? You sure that has nothing to do with the belief that thumping on the ground would make snakes emerge from their holes?
Wouldn't know.
That sounds like a Victorian-era sex joke.
Victorian slang is hilarious. The neologisms of it's nuts. So there's a lot of phrases from the 1890s we still use today, like chew the fat or cut the crap. That's all 1890s.
Okay.
Please select a strike point.
Also in the 1890s, instead of saying the word fuck, which has been around in English language since the 1400s as a loan word from German, instead of saying fuck, which could get you an obscenity charge from the police, you would say ducky. So you would say, oh, everything was ducky between them. Like it's there's a lot of fun 1890s. Hanging out, that's an 1890s turn of phrase.
Please select a strike
Using juice for electricity. That's 1890s.
Okay.
Strike will commence shortly.
This situation's a real live wire. Let's hot-foot it out of here.
Somebody has remounted one of them. Yep.
Requested.
Come on. Give me the strike.
Strike will commence shortly.
All right, let's roll.
All right.
Just a little bit of alarms, you know.
Yeah. First things first, let's take the expensive toys off the table. Remember, these ones are inanimate and they don't do anything, except once they're up there, they actually do something. The only one that's got free will is the one that we've got.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
One of my favorite turns of phrase from the 1890s is what you call someone who's a piece of shit. You're like, ah yes, that quality gentleman.
Coming too. Roger that.
Doublespeak was alive and well in the 1890s.
Nice.
Yeah, Chant makes a good point. Our latest combat robots use the power of Fortran.
Let's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
It's my Jeep. You will not destroy it.
Please select a strike point.
What's kind of messed up is in the 1890s, you know what the slang was for cops?
What?
Buzzards.
Buzzards. Okay.
They only show up when there's a body.
Yeah. Because cop is 1840s slang, right?
Depends. Depends on lexicon. Because for a long time, you know, in England they would call them bobbies because of the Sir Robert Peel reforms.
Uh-huh.
But constable on patrol is indeed the older word, or cop. Yeah, and peelers for the same reason, indeed. Sir Robert Peel. He's the guy who modernized the Metropolitan Police Service. Hey, you know what? If you fuck up his Jeep, he can't get away, right?
I'm just fucking stealing.
Yeah, alright.
Mine's super fucked up anyway, but it's got the, you know, it'll auto exit the area as long as it's not blown up. So I just gotta go stick it in the bush where nobody will steal it. Yep, that's good enough. As long as it didn't hit the rock so hard it's about to blow up, it'll be fine.
Can you imagine if you had to go drive in a world that followed video game logic? Like when your car took damage, panels fell off, started smoking, and burst into flames.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like within 2 or 3 impacts. I think we would all die.
Resource supplies requested.
I'm just going to do this easy way.
Complete.
As much fun as the Gustav fucking... Get in the box.
Don't worry about it. Get in the box. All right, get in there. I'm in the box.
Done.
Handled.
Mission info has been updated.
Easy. Man, we're heroes.
Heroes of the war. War heroes. I think I actually lose money on stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought I could go out the front over here, but I see they have it blocked off for no reason. Just more ways they're trying to keep us down. Oh, my Jeep's still out there.
Your Jeep is out there living its best life, thriving in its own lane.
Moist. You gotta throw
Why does
moist
that?
in there.
Why? Why?
Because it's from the meme.
I don't want to use that one.
You don't want to use that one?
No. Man, I wouldn't wipe my hands
Wipe
on
the
my,
blood off.
Extraction arrived.
You mean wipe the blood on?
Mission complete.
Yeah, Dep, stop. Please do not use the moist. Codename Shark, from the sheer amount of blood.
Probably.
Eventually you just
Contract
become...
forces and shark as words.
Excellent.
And the shark emblem.
Excellent.
A lot of people speaking Congo here. I'm sure that won't come in at any point later in the story.
Don't worry about it.
We've begun development on that new battle gear weapon that Emmerich was talking about. If you want to see how development's going, come take a look for yourself.
Why, it doesn't affect gameplay. It's just a net drain on my resources.
Well, you need kind of a gold.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They're gonna make you look at it.
Look like I bathed in fucking strawberry jelly.
You look like you work in a butcher shop and you really suck at your job. That looks like that has a bigger turnaround radius than a tank, which has a turnaround radius of 0.
Yeah. We got mugs made. That is very high on the priority list, clearly.
Where's this mercenary group? They keep ordering mugs. And not very good ones either. Those are the kind that if you wash them in the washer, they just come apart.
Yeah, like the enameling chips.
Yeah. Well, it looks wonderful. Thanks. You're fired.
Yeah, that looks like
Yep.
like a thing.
It's a shape.
I like how they use the angle to make it look big, but look at that. It's like the size of a large car.
This is pretty much... No, it's not the size of a large car. Look how big you are compared to it. Remember, it's on a lift. So, this is very busy Tank Man. Okay, hold on a second. Stand next to it, please. Stand next to it. I have a problem here. Okay. So, imagine you're in this.
Yeah, in the cockpit area, which
In
is
the
right
cockpit
there.
area. Now, I want chat to use their eyes. Or perhaps take out your hand, left or right hand, and between your forefinger and thumb, measure snake, and then hold it over the driver area, if you will. Just measure. No, we need to see the full snake, please. Don't take that out of context. But you measure snake here, and hold it over the cockpit area, and you will see that this is maybe half scale of what it needs to be. You see what I mean? Like, just look. This is a clown car. Just measure that. How in the cinnamon toast fuck do you get in that?
In some tanks, you sit in a supine position. Yeah, the very busy tank man. We did that on Madness Mondays. We made a tank
horrible.
so small it will fit in trenches.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it's like a World War I or earlier, early interwar French scout car.
Yeah.
Well, and if you look, everything there is taken up by fucking
Yeah, equipment.
machinery. So yeah, you have this little wedge in front. That's.
Do you sit down like Indian style?
I have
in
to
there?
imagine you're cross-legged. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Oh man, we've got our own splash screens on our own OS. God, who's doing all of this R&D? Like, yeah, Emmerich is smart, but he's not going to design the fucking main gun for this, is he?
No, you're gonna license an M68, or British L7 or similar in this era,
Yep, time to leave. Nothing to do here.
Maybe that's why
Toddlers
Snake is...
are now being drafted. That's why we saved all the kids.
Yeah, Snake's recruiting child soldiers to fit in his 3/4 scale Power Wheels tank. He's like, Snake, I made a scale model. And Snake just beats him with a shoe.
And says, make the seat small enough for them.
I would throw that guy over the side of this oil rig so quickly. I'd be like, you drew me a robot that's useless, and now you made one that... How are you going to get it out of there? How? Let's build a ship in a bottle, guys.
It's an excellent point. I didn't even think of that.
I'm just curious. It's like building a car in your basement. I just want to scream, but I can't even blame Kojima this time around.
Last up round. Okay.
Oh, God.
So, I think that's where we're going to call it for the day.
Oh,
Because we
God.
got
Yeah.
7 minutes until we got Cooking on the Rim.
Indeed, cooking on the rim so you can watch Rimworld horror show.
Yeah. So we will catch you all next week with Madness Mondays. Not sure what we're doing yet. Might be more Landlord Super.
You might need to start over on Landlord Super because you've
No.
crippled that house.
No, we're building that house.
Okay.
All right, I think that's
Yeah.
the plan for next week then.
Worst house in the history of that game.
I'm going to be a very competent landlord. I'm going to do exactly the landlordy things that have been done to me.
No! I've known where you live. This is a nightmare. All right, guys. See you next
guys.
time.
Boss, welcome back.
Is everyone
No.
happy after some technical difficulties?
Speaking of technical difficulties, the controller's not working.